All right.
So we're in Lagos Marina and we're standing at the place where Etienne has stored his boat on the Hart for some last minute anti-fouling and last minute fixing up, because he has a special story. If you only look at the way how he's painted his boat, you immediately recognize that this is not anybody who builds a boat. How's life for you at this moment?
Really good. I'm really relaxing.
Tell me something about the notice of race.
Yeah, it's really thick and wow, it's heavy. I really wish I was like part of Montessier and Robin Auction sometime when they just had like only 3 rules: paperwork, satellite phone to organize, flags, flares, whatever you want. Like, yeah. Anyway, I will do it. I manage. The design was made by two ladies in Switzerland. One artist called Shirana Shobasi. She's a photographer and an artist, and she did like all the color concept, the layout, and the graphic design, like the fonts and the black lines. Actually, was made by Jana Hoffmann, another lady in Switzerland. So I'm really pleased, and looks really good. It's really unique. Like I just didn't want it to have a white boat with a bloody white sail. So that's done. Mission accomplished. It's my second boat. So it's a phonetic translation from number 2. So it's my second boat. It's number 2. Yeah, my first boat was called Sandscoot. It was a 34 feet steel vessel I bought like in New Zealand, cruising the Southern Pacific Ocean for like 4.5 years, and somehow I ended up in Vanuatu. And in Vanuatu they had like this really funny way of like saying number 2. There was like this zone in the city, like number 1, number 2, number 3, and on the bus, when you wanted to take the bus and go to the third part of the city, like the number 3, it was written like that. That was number 2 written like that, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. I'm going to use that for my boat. I've always been traveling a lot, but somehow I realized that on land there's always a track, a path that a human, a lady or a man before made it. Like, even if you say, oh, I take a van and I go around the globe, or you're always on a road that someone actually designed for you. Or like, this really rare occasion, you're really totally free. Even if you go into nature, there's always like a path, there's always a track. And there's a 70% of water, something like that, around the planet, and that's a big backyard to go explore. And even if there's like routes and yeah, like tracks between islands or landmass, it's still, even if you make your own path, just beside you the water just like erase it, clean it totally after. So it was a perfect way of keep exploring the planet and traveling and be really free. We somehow ended up in Tonga and in a really small island called Nomukaiki, and that was like the headquarters, like the yacht club from Donald McIntyre, Don McIntyre and Jane. And then we became friends and we spent time together, and then I was really impressed with all his stories and all his energy. And later on I sailed down to Tasmania, and he was also there, and then that was exactly the same time when he just launched the project. Don actually and Jane, they offered me the plan. They offered me the plan. So I had like the free set of plans, and I was like, all right, that's going to be now my next challenge. And because of the COVID and all the stuff, I just sold the boat in Tassie, and last year I went back to Europe, and pretty much as soon as I touched the ground, I started building the boat. Today we're supposed to get the boat in the water with the travel lift in a couple of minutes, and then yes, get to the pontoon, get some stuff clean, maybe go for a sail. I don't know. We have a day off today, so let's enjoy it. And tomorrow we have a big safety check before the race starting on Sunday. So tomorrow is a really busy day, and yeah, finishing all the little details to be ready on Sunday. I mean, for me it was always like I need to have the boat in the water quite early, because I really wanted to be able to sail and learn how she react, what she need, what all the little tricks, like where should I put my pulleys and all the my clamp plates and all the stuff. So it was really important to really get experience and also just try the boat in different conditions, like crossing Biscay, and then Cap Finisher was a little bit sporty conditions, and then we had like really no wind at all and along Portugal, but that was also good exercise to like learn about the different generators we got, get to use the boat in light winds, and so this was like all schooling and teaching. This is like really important for me, like to feel confident and to be ready when I leave. There's always like stuff that doesn't work at the beginning, that you just okay, let's build it like that, but then like you realize, oh, this is not working. Yesterday we had to took apart all the wind vane after a month. It was like a month. She was starting to get corroded. So the same with the rudder, with the rudder got like this two hinges, and the bolt rudder. They really I changed them now, but they were really actually getting rusty after 1 month, and so this is like stuff when you bought them and when you build them, you don't know how they're going to react, and then while you sail, while the boat's in the water, then you realize, oh, okay, this is not going to do it. So that's why it makes sense to do as many miles as possible before, to be ready for that. I mean, that's my opinion. I'm from I was born in Switzerland, from a French mom and a Swiss dad. The sea, like it's funny because I think mountains and the oceans are quite similar for like lots of things, even if it's nothing to do with the geography, or maybe the underneath geography, but that's nothing to do. But like the feeling you have when you're like really alone in this huge nature space where there's really you feel really small, and that's really similar in the mountains and in the ocean, I think. And but yeah, I guess it's just been traveling and meeting people around, and I just was somehow interested to discover all this water and all this ocean, been reading books and been, okay, let's go, let's have a try. I really enjoy sailing. I really like the ocean, the freedom, the spirit of sailing. That's my first experience racing, and I'm not really totally in love of that racing spirit, even if it's really, I think it's really low-key and cool with the ClassGlobe, but still there's lots of rules, and rules mean you have to follow them, and it's kind of taking you out a little bit of freedom. But on the other hand, I understand almost all the rules, and I know why they're made for, and it's also that's what make a race, that everybody got the same rules, because this is also the idea of the Class 40, to have like identical or like really similar boats. So you need rules to make that happen. So it makes sense. We'll see. This is the first experience. I'm really looking forward to be back on the water, but it's really interesting so far. Like, yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you, Etienne.
You're going to get a flat battery, like. You can only take so much. Oh, that looks a familiar line. Did you steal that?
No, right.
Oh, right. Okay, you hang on to the bounce bit and I'll pull you in. Right, here we go. Steady, but she goes. Steady as she goes.